You know, one of my favorite baits in the last few years from Gary Yamamoto Custom Bait has to be a little bait that they call the Shad Shape Worm. And it has a tremendous amount of versatility built into a really tiny package. At first glance, when you look at this bait, you think it's great for finesse techniques, but it has an awful lot of attitude built in for your power techniques as well. So some of my favorite things to do with this little Shad Shape Worm is fishing on a shaky head. And that is something that I do to try to give the bait a little bit different look and a little bit different profile from your typical, you know, big shaky worms or little finesse worms that a lot of guys throw. I'll take that, you know, same shaky head and I'll put a Shad Shape Worm on the back. So I've really diminished the profile. I've changed the size of the bait up a little bit and the action as well. So it's an awesome choice when I need to scale down a little bit and catch a few more fish that, you know, especially on your pressured lakes and, you know, highly fished bodies of water, you can throw that little Shad Shape Worm on the back of a jig head and catch a ton of fish. Another presentation I like, obviously, another finesse technique would be in a drop shot rig. And this bait has a tremendous amount of action despite its small size when you're fishing it with a drop shot rig. Just simply nose hook it, your same, you know, light tackle spinning gear that you use on the shaky head, and really show the fish something a lot different than they normally get to see. So drop shot rig, a must with the Shad Shape Worm. And then getting away from some finesse techniques into some more power techniques, I haven't found a better trailer for a vibrating jig or a chatterbait style bait than the Shad Shape Worm. This has an unbelievable amount of side-to-side action and vibration when paired up with a vibrating jig, which is, you know, day in and day out, you know, as far as a power technique, is an awesome way to generate strikes and cover a lot of water quick and find some fish. So having that Shad Shape Worm on the back of my vibrating jig really gives it a lot more action, a lot more vibration, and really changes the profile of the bait quite a bit. So you can see that the possibilities are endless with the Shad Shape Worm, from anything, you know, dealing with finesse all the way up to some of your power techniques. Shad Shape Worm is a winner no matter what color and what application you use. I'm Mike DelVisco, and I'll see you on the water.